You know, there are guys who think it's a mark against women that women won't like reciprocate their sexual or romantic interest on a quick meetup, you know? Like, can you imagine approaching just a random woman on a boardwalk or something and being like, hey, you look really nice. Can I have your number? And getting mad when they say no? Why the fuck would they say yes? You have any idea, like, what a psycho you must look like to them? Listen, okay, I'm only inferring here. I'm not a chick. I have been cold approached by men plenty of times, you know, I mean, but it's different because I'm a guy. But if I was a chick and some guy, like, cold opened me like that, like, fuck that, dude. You're going to kill me in an alleyway, you know? You're going to dump my corpse in a dumpster. Fuck off. Like, absolutely not. Are you kidding? You're not even gonna like talk? What, like the only thing you want my fucking number for is my appearance? It's ridiculous. The first time a guy did that to me, I immediately understood women. Oh my God. I swear to God, this is why every guy who is misogynistic has to fuck a guy at least once, because the moment you realize how much men are to deal with, you will instantly sympathize more with women. I'm not kidding. I'm attracted to men. I've fucked them. I've made out with them. I've gone on dates with them. Great. Fine. But do you have any idea how much men are to deal with on dating apps? Hinge, Tinder, Grindr. Do you have any idea how exhausting they are? How presumptuous and rude and arrogant and asocial a lot of them are? It's ridiculous. I feel like I'm talking to a hive of NPCs in a lot of cases. Like they're you know, so many guys think they're slick. You know, like they think they're so much rizzier than they actually are, and it's pathetic. Like I think a lot of them are used to talking to women, and they think women are stupid and don't see through their games a little bit. You know, it's really dumb. Women on dating apps are NPCs too. A lot of them are, but for the opposite reason. Men act like NPCs on dating apps because they fucking scattershot, like shotgun approach everyone and put no effort into it. Women act like NPCs because they're so used to catching strays from that scattershot. Like, it is a two-way road, I guess, when it comes to NPC behavior, but I think the guys are by far the worst actors there, you know? And if you have an issue with women controlling the, like, gatekeeping sex or whatever, which to an extent they do, at least in terms of, like, dating app interactions, like, then stop being so desperate. Like, literally, like, this is a broader guy issue, you know? How do you expect women to engage with you, like, directly and fully, if you message them, when every woman on a dating app who's even remotely hot gets 50,000 fucking messages a day, you know? A lot of the guys who message them are literally just messaging hi to every girl. What do you think that's going to do to the mind of the girl, you know? It's a completely non-functional relationship. It's ridiculous, you know? It does feel pretty bad if you've only ever known rejection. Don't even think about it. You're not knowing rejection. Rejection is like, this is like you saying that, like, you know, only 20 years of me knowing people giving me like a stern look. What do you mean? Like, that's a component of an interaction, you know? Just talk to people, you know? That's it. All you have to do to have a better relationship with women is to interact with them without the assumption that it's going to lead to anything romantic and sexual. That's it, you know? All the issues you have with, like, male-female romantic dynamics, like the friend zone, that's because you do have sexual or romantic interests, but you're either unwilling to show them, or you don't back off after she indicates disinterest, or, like, you know, the rejection or whatever. Just be normal. I'm sorry, that sounds so, like, presumptuous and condescending, but, like, try to be friends with chicks, you know? There are plenty of social spaces where women are present everywhere, but if you interact in spaces where the majority of the people you engage with are men, and every once in a while you see a woman, then obviously you're going to end up falling for her. Like, that's just an exposure thing. You might as well be in a fucking prison, and every once in a while, like, a chick comes in, you know? Like, these guys who have a male friend group, only interact in male spaces, like do male hobbies with male participants, and then like one chick enters the friend group and every guy there falls in love with her. No shit. Like, play the field, dog. Obviously, you know? Like, obviously that's going to happen. Yeah, it's called the Big Bang Theory. Also, you know what would help you out? You have to accept that, much like guys, a lot of women are boring and kind of like fucking worthless to talk to. Accepting that will make you feel a lot better when things don't work out, rather than treating every woman like some kind of deific representation of pussy or whatever. Just accept that they're people, and a lot of people kind of suck. You interact with a woman, oh, she was boring, oh, whatever, it didn't work out, fine. Like, that's life. That's not some, like, giant indictment of you as a person. It's not a moral failing or whatever, you know? You can be the rizziest Rizlord you want. A lot of chicks are just, like, not going to be your thing. That's not a, you know, crime or whatever. It's fine. There's also the element of wanting respect, male approval for being a cool dude, bro. Look, okay, I get wanting to be masked for the guys, being like a cool dude, bro, okay? But let me tell you this, and this is for sure, okay? This is the truth. if you let the way you talk to people you're interested in be influenced by the expectations of your male friend group, you are the biggest pussy in the fucking universe. You are a gigantic pussy. Look, I get it. You're with the boys. I understand. But if there's a girl you like and you're letting like the peer pressure of your dominant masculine friend group interfere with your ability there, you're getting cucked, bro. All your whole male friend group is like running a train on her and you're watching psychologically because you're letting them get in the way. Like, what the fuck, you know? And if they're good friends, they shouldn't be. But to some extent, you know, whatever internalized element of their, there is to that, I guess, peer pressure, it's pathetic, genuinely. Why would I ever bring my girlfriend around my male friend group? Hey, response to that, why wouldn't you? Is there something wrong with your male friend group? Are they misogynistic? Is there something, like, weird about them? I've had girlfriends, and I certainly never had any issue showing them off to my, you know, if anything, you know, I want to point at them and go, like, look at these giant bazongas. I squeezed them, that's right. Yeah, boys, you know? I mean, I guess it's kind of like a dynamic thing, right? Like, sometimes you just have a friend group of idiots. That's life, you know? If you're really in a relationship with somebody, you should always be sharing friends. Like, maybe not every friend, but yeah, like, generally, yes. If your friends don't approve of the other partner, or, like, they wouldn't get along, that is a pretty big red flag. It's not necessarily, like, a giant moral failing, but I feel like, you know, it just reminds me of that tragically heterosexual tendency that guys have, where it's like, you know, weekends are for the boys or whatever, or they call their wife the wife, right? Where they have like two separate spaces, and one of them is where they have domesticity and sex once a month, and the other space is they have like the boys, and just like painfully tragic, you know? It hurts to think about. If your friends are making passes at your girl, they aren't your friends. Yeah? Yes? Yeah, obviously. Hopefully that goes without saying. I mean, obviously, don't be like weird and insecure or whatever, where one of your male friends is like, "Oh, she looks lovely," and you're like, "Get your fucking hands off her!" Like your like best friend since high school is like, "Oh, she looks wonderful," and you're like, "You're not fucking her," you know? Get away! So, yeah, square up, motherfucker. Yeah, so don't be a fucking freak or whatever. But yeah, like, you know, if I had a male friend of my partner who made passes at me once. It was weird as fuck. Yeah, that is pretty fucking weird. Sorry, Vaush, but I've already fucked her. Well, that actually is a consistent dynamic in like close friend groups where there's a lot of queer people, where people will be in relationships when other people in the friend group have already been in a relationship or fucked the people who are now in their own relationship. And that is definitely a dynamic that has to be navigated. But, you know, I think as long as people aren't fucking weird about it, it's like, fine. I don't really give a shit. Like, if you have a partner and then like one of the friends of your partner like 4 years ago they fucked with another person, and that I think that's very much like a it's as weird as you make it kind of thing. But I guess that's a personal preference. Gays are better, but gays are way better about it, yeah. Because the heterosexual male treats like having sex with a woman as possessing her, so it gets into like property disputes. How do you talk to someone you're attracted to, like at a loud club type bar? You talk to people at a loud club type bar. Sorry, if you're like macking up somebody or trying to riz somebody in a place like that, that's more of a body language deal, okay? Smile a lot, shout at them to try to be heard, make a big performative indication that you can't hear them that well, ask if they want to go somewhere quiet, and then aggressively make out with them in one of the little hallways that leads to an emergency exit door. You know, just classic move. You're gonna have to move through all the other couples that are like making out leaning against the wall, or the wall in the alley that leads to the emergency exit door, you know? You just dance? Well, I can't dance, so that's not on the table for me. I'm giving my end of, you know, this is my side of things. I don't really like loud bars anyway, so it's whatever. Too loud. You smell bad, fuck me? This would work on a lot of girls, I know. Vaush dancing arc when? I used to dance Lindy Hop, and I boxed for a while. I mean, there's footwork to that. Yeah, exactly, Vermin. It doesn't take much, you know? It's more of like signs of interest than like any specific conversation. You did not dance to Lindy Hop? Well, not for long. There was a girl that I liked, okay? This is both the least and most political topic. It's the most political topic. Vaush, is it true that women like the please, 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 or is Twitter lying to me? Lesbians like the please, 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 please. Straight women tend not to. With bi women, it's a toss-up, but I wouldn't risk it if you're a guy, you know? If you're a girl, you might be able to. I want to see Vaush boxing Destiny while he keeps mispronouncing his name. Destiny would floor me in a fight because, as everyone knows, I have a gigantic glowing Resident Evil style weakness in the center of my chest, and he's right at that height, you know? Steven is like biologically optimized to strike my sternum. It would be like over in a second, you know? It would be like Levi against the female Titan. Like, I wouldn't stand a chance, you know? He just locks in, and in his eyes, like a red targeting reticule appears right in my fucking sternum. He evolves to be my natural predator. He enters vats. Click. Right arm, left arm, head, sternum, click, 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 click. What hobby should one get into to meet people, women, whatever? Don't get into a hobby to meet people. Find what you're already interested in and see what, like, in real life social activities correspond to that. If you're into anything like tabletop, video games, like, there are so many cultures that are usually indoors, but, like, there are whatever else, you know? Like, you know, you can meet people. There are plenty of women in tabletop and video games, yeah. I met one of my girlfriends through League of Legends, and she was a freak. Like, what, you know, it's you can do anything, okay? Life is your bowl of popcorn. I don't know. Girls who play League are freaks, Lamau. Yeah, that's true. Saying freak positively here, just in case anyone doesn't pick up on that. Yeah. I no longer enjoy those loud clubs all my friends go to, but I don't know where else to meet people. I mean, I'm not in your town. I don't know. But, like, unless you live in an area, unless you're in a town that literally has, like, 3,000 people in it, and if you go to loud clubs, then you're not. You're in a city of some kind. There are things to do there, I promise you. There are sites you can go to where you can find, like, local event spaces or stuff. Like, if you're in a big city, there can be conventions. You can travel out for stuff, you know? Like, look, okay, on days where you don't have any other obligations, every once in a while, I want you guys to treat the day that you have as an adventure. I want you to wake up excited because you're going to do new things that day. I want you to wake up early, you know, like 8 or 7 or whatever. Take a nice shower, and then I want you to go out there and just have a good goddamn time, okay? Go to, just literally, just random shit. Go to this place, go to that place. You Google Maps the area. What's a restaurant here? Okay, go there. I'll have a drink here. Walk around here. Here's a commercial strip. Here's a road that I can walk down. Go there. Here's the thing. There's the thing. Here's a roller rink. Go in a roller rink. Why not? You don't have to spend a lot of money either. I mean, if you got a car, there's gas money, but, you know, whatever. There's always, that's life, right? Everything costs something. You know, just go to places. If you do this once a week, just for a couple hours during that day, if you do this once a week, you will find things that excite you. You will. It is a guarantee. Maybe you live, like, in a really podunk area, and I'm sorry if you do. Like, there are still ways to find cool things, but it is harder, sure. But you can find cool stuff doing that, you know? You can always do that. From now until the day you die, it'll be an option. I guess unless you're extremely disabled, and I'm sorry if that's the case, but there are still things you can do. Bro, you just described a day that costs like 70 to 90 bucks. No! You don't, does walking cost money? Gas isn't that expensive. It's pretty cheap in America, you know? You can just go to a place. There are places you can go to. Go to a park. Go to a community center. See what's going on. Go to a local park. Go in a community center. Walk into the community center and look at the little schedule they have posted on the little tack board in the wall in there to see what events are going on. Oh, they're doing, you know, Alcoholics Anonymous? Well, you probably don't want to go there unless you do. Oh, here they're doing like this meetup thing. Oh, this, you know. Oh, you know, look online. What events, what clubs, whatever. Pretty much anywhere you are, you know, you can find people doing something. I remember one time I thought, you know, it'd be nice doing a live drawing class. Where can I find a live drawing class? I look it up. I was in LA at the time, big city, but you don't have to be in LA to find this. You know what I found? Just a group of people. At a person's private residence, all painting some naked bitch. Big titties. Great time. I suck at live painting, by the way. Just to clarify, nobody goes to a live figure drawing class to look at nudity. They go there to panic sweat as they fail to draw the human body. It's very difficult unless you know what you're doing, and I don't. You know? It's like getting off to nudity when you're doing live figure painting would be like getting off to nudity as a surgeon. You would have to be some kind of fucking sociopath. But you can find it. I guarantee you can, okay? And this is the key to being socially engaged. It doesn't have to cost money. Yeah, there are event calendars, even in small towns. There's always something to do. Don't forget that doing this will make you more aware of better date places. Yeah, it's true. Makes you just a more active participant in your local environment. Anyway, hopefully everyone understands what I'm getting at. I do mean this shit, okay? It's important. You know, I'm not speaking lightly of it.